All right, so let's talk day one radar training of verses. And first thing that we're going to take a look at is what gives us points. So we can see here we have stamina, radar tasks, hero XP, drone data, drone parts, which is those gears, spending money, which we're going to disregard, and we're going to also have gathering and chip chests. Okay, so those are the things that give us points, and we're just going to take a look at where can we or what can we do so that we can get the most points through it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is the radar tasks. So radar tasks are going to be right here. And what we're going to want to do is that we want to walk into day one with a full list of radars that we can collect, which in my case is 40 minus 1. So I actually want to walk in with 39. Okay. Now I made a separate video about this, about how to do that, kind of walking through that. But what you basically want to do is you want to just walk in with your event stored at the cap minus 1. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, okay, we want to gather points. We want to gather resources. We want to collect points. So how do we make sure that we get the most points out of that? First thing is going to be, it's going to be tech. Okay. Under economy, you're going to have in this section different research that you can do to make the gathering faster, but it is going to be resource specific. So each of the resources, you're going to, do research, and it's going to tell you, it's going to increase your gathering speed for that specific resource. If you go to your garage, though, you also have here gathering. Here we go. But this is going to be based on the squad. So that particular garage is going to be a little bit faster than the other one, or, whichever the next one over. So this is going to help you a lot too. So you want to increase this particular one. If you need to make points, increasing your gathering speed per garage is going to just make it a lot faster. I cannot, as we're in here in tech, make sure your Alliance Duel is maxed out. If you do not have Alliance Duel tech maxed out, you're going to be missing out on points. So make sure you have that. All right. Okay. Now, apart from tech, you also have some professional skills that will help you out. So the first one is going to be the one that's instant gathering. Now, instant gathering is not super easy to use on Day of Radar because everybody's gathering. But if you run it at least once and you have 3 squads, you send them out to 3 level 10s, you can get 756,000 points. Assuming that your Alliance tech is maxed out, then you're going to get, because you're going to immediately collect on a full level 10 tile, you'll get 756,000 points. So for, almost 1 million points, all you have to do is one time. Okay. And that's assuming that you don't have the 4th squad. So very, very good there. You also, if you're struggling on this day, the efficient gathering will increase your gathering speed as well. So as you gather throughout the day, you're going to gather more quickly and increase the number of points you get. Now, the rest of the day has other things that you can do. So one of the ones that we saw was the chip chests. So in here, under the professional skills, the one that you want to have is going to be your drone supply. So drone supply gives you more rewards, right? It gives you more chests. So this last day here at maxed out, you get 3 skill chip chests. So you want, this is something that you're going to collect throughout the week, but you're going to want to, max this out so that you get those chests every day. It also gives you drone gears. So when you're upgrading your drone, you have the gears that you need, hopefully, to keep doing that. Now, in this section, you also have another one that is called the one more skill. It's this one right here. One more means that you're going to have every day in the daily tasks, you get 25% chance to get a little bit more, double your rewards on that particular section. So if we go to the daily tasks, you can see some of the times you get drone parts. So you suddenly just, instead of getting 2, you get 4. So you do want to get this one more skill so that you just, continue to accumulate more gears for the drone upgrades. Okay, so those are going to be for the additional points on the drone mainly. But what about there was 2 other sections, the stamina. So on stamina, you want to go to the professional skill, which is extra meal, which basically increases the daily freebie for stamina. So stamina is going to be something that we really want to talk about here for a second. Stamina is something that you get every day. Okay, you are going to get free stamina. And there's actually a timer. If you look up here at the top, it says restore 1 stamina every 300 seconds, fully replenished in 8 hours and 36 minutes and 12 seconds. That right there tells you when it's going to fill up this little bar to 120. Every day you get free 120, or you get free stamina up to 120. Okay, every single day. So you never really want this capped, because if you cap it, then you're not going to get any more stamina. Okay, so the extra meal is for the 75. You can see here, if you don't have the extra meal, you'll see a 50. So you want the extra meal, so you have 25 extra stamina, which means you can run 2 more. You can run another rally, and you have an extra 5 stamina. So you want to have that. But you want to maintain this bar low, okay? You want to keep it somewhere in the 40s or so that when you log off and you go off and do other things, when you come back, it's not going to be capped. You run a few more drone elites, or you run after gold zombies, because when you run the drone elites and you do gold zombies, you're going to have hero experience that's going to drop, and you're also going to have drone data that's going to drop. Actually, gold zombies is absolutely fantastic for both hero experience and drone data. So you really want to make sure that you are using this up, you're running after those, you're getting those drops, because throughout the week, you run your drone elites, you run your gold, or if it's gold zombies, you run the gold zombies, and you're going to be accumulating those points. Okay. Now, hero experience is going to be really good, not only for radar day, but also for hero day. So you want to have like a really high number there, just so that you can use it later when you need those points. Okay. And then of course, when it comes to gold zombies, even the small gold zombies, they're really good for that. So you don't even have to go and rally the bosses or join in if you don't have time for that. Even if you just come in and you just start hitting all the gold ones, the small gold ones that you can, and log off, you're going to be collecting quite a bit of the hero XP and the drone data. Okay. Now, the last thing, as far as stamina goes, you really want to save stamina. You can see here I have a pretty high number of stamina, and that's after having been using it. And that's because I buy first with diamonds. Diamonds, we're getting those in the gifts. So we have, we should have 800 diamonds, the 300 that we get first, and then the next time it costs us 500. So if you spend 800 diamonds, it will be enough to do most of the drone arms race, and get your points there. But then you don't use up your save stamina. Okay, you don't really want to use it up. You want to save it for battles, or you want to save it for whenever you need just a little bit of extra stamina for completing radar tasks, or when you need, or gold zombies. I'm basically using it for gold zombies. So I'm saving it, but I'm spending it on something that's going to give me hero XP and drone data, which is going to make it a whole lot easier for me next time I go into radar day. Okay, so that is a quick walkthrough here of radar training and the places you need, the things that you can do or research, so that this day will be a little bit easier. I will say, eventually you get to the point where drone is like really hard to upgrade, where maybe you're maxing out your heroes. So those 2 will be a little bit harder to get in points. And that's where, if you have your research done for gathering, and you have your chip chests and you're starting to like have a good number of those, that's where this is really going to help. Okay. So the faster you can gather, the easier you can make your points, and actually gathering and speeding that up with all the tech and the professional skills will really, really, really help. Okay. Okay, so that is basically day one. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.